Hi there, I'm Eric Tippelt. I'm the founder of DIY Wealth Education, and I'd like to thank you for downloading our free basic stock tracking spreadsheet. It is an Excel spreadsheet, and I am pretty sure you can download it and run it on Google Sheets just as well. Um, this is probably the page you will come up with when you download the thing. There will probably be a bar across the top here that's in yellow that says enable editing, which is something you want to do because otherwise you can't enter anything into the spreadsheet. It basically comes up on the buy sell tab, and you'll see there's two other tabs, account weekly update and account history. I update my accounts usually on a Saturday, and I do it once a week. I have enough shares that it takes too much time if I wanted to do it every day. Now, this is where you're going to start off, and this is the sheet where most of the information that you need is going to reside. So you can see the first few columns here. We have symbol, stock name and exchange, initial price per share, initial quantity of shares, initial buy fee, and the date bought. That's how we start. So I'm not going to pick any real symbols. I'm just going to make them up. And that's the symbol for my stock. And I'm going to call it Eric Company XYZ. There we go. Okay. Now, the initial price per share is exactly what you paid. So let's say you paid 50 cents a share for your stock and you bought 500 shares. Now, initial buy fee paid. Whatever commission you're paying, put it in here. Mine happens to be $9.99, and I know a lot of people are going to say, God, he's a goof for paying $9.99. I've tried a lot of websites that have a lesser commission, and I found the most important thing about your trading platform is the kind of research materials that they give you. If you don't have good research materials, it doesn't take you long to lose $3 or $4 on a trade, which is all you're saving on a commission. So to me, the commission isn't that important. I'm old enough that I still remember when that was $25 a trade. So this isn't all that bad. Now you can enter the date that you bought it. 25. Again, that's just for your records. Now you'll see the next one is drip shares and dividend shares. If you have dividend shares and you get paid and you get drips, you will have to enter those numbers in here yourself, and you'll have to do your own tracking. I have another spreadsheet that is a lot more automated that'll do all of that work for you. That one has been under development for a few years, and that one unfortunately is not free. So the information you can put in here, but you're going to have to do a little bit of the math yourself. If you put in 10 shares, the software will take care of that. Also, what it does is it takes the dividend paid to date and it actually incorporates it to your actual share price, because depending on who you're with, I pay no commissions for drips. So if I get 10 extra shares, that actually brings my cost of all my shares down. So there we have that. This section now shows you, let's say 6 months from now, you want to buy another 500 shares. Well, all you have to do is put in the second price you paid, the second quantity and how many you paid, and the fee that you paid. And again, you can record the date that you purchased them. Here I would enter your selling fee. It's a cost of doing business, so it should be included in when you sell what your profit is. Also, if you sell shares, you would put in the sell price per share and the number of shares sold. Okay, This is kind of interesting because these are your profit level alerts. Personally, I like to know when I've reached a 20% profit, when I've reached a 40% profit, and most importantly, I don't want to lose more than 10%. Now, as soon as you put all of that in, you will see that you actually have prices in here. So if you want to make 20% on your purchase, which also includes your buy and sell commission costs, you're going to sell for 67 cents a share. If you want 40%, you're going to sell for 89 cents a share. And if they drop below 47 cents, you should probably get out. When you sell your shares, it will actually calculate what your percentage profit is. Okay. This is your average price per share. And again, that's that one that if you include drip shares will actually go down a little bit. And this will tell you exactly how many shares you own. When you sell, it will automatically calculate whether you made money or whether you lost money. So this is a pretty important page. It says calculated value, calculated data, do not enter values. You can't. That part of the spreadsheet is locked out. But this will do all that heavy lifting and heavy math for you. Once you have that in, it is time to go over to your account weekly update. And again, this is where it automatically knows exactly from the buy sell data how many shares you own. And it also knows what your cost per share is. And up here, just for reference, it also gives you your profit and loss levels. And all you have to do is enter a value for your stock. You can do this daily, you can do this weekly. Like I said, I think I do this once a week. I have too many to do it every day. And usually the end of the week is enough. So whatever price we put in here, and you will see this one's blue. It's substantially higher than our second profit level. That's why it's blue. If we were to put in here 70 cents, you'll see it's green because that's over our profit level number one. If it's below our profit level, it's just black. This shows you the total value, whether it's equal or less than what you bought. And this is your profit or loss. If it's a profit, it's green. If it's a loss, it's red. So looking on your sheet right away, you know exactly where you stand. Now you have room for 5 stocks. If you have more than 5 stocks, contact me by email and we'll work something out. I can probably either send you a revised spreadsheet or I can show you how to add things to this one. Okay? There's nothing anywhere else in there. There was a problem. It took me a long time to figure out how changes could be done because Excel likes to recalculate every cell every time there's a change. And I didn't like that because I couldn't look back and say, gee, I used to have 500 shares, but today I have 1,500. When did I change? That wouldn't work. So that's why we have the account history. This will show you things right away. What you're going to do after you've recorded all your stocks is you're basically going to come across here for however many you have, and I'll do all 5, and you're going to hit copy, and then you're going to go to account history, and you're going to paste that information. So this is almost a duplication of your actual weekly update. But now, as you can see here, I keep track for 52 weeks of the year. Okay. At the end of this, okay, you can see there's my total account balance. Okay. There's my cash in the account because you might have cash left over. So between the $200 value of your stock plus the $300 in your account, your total balance is $500. Next week, when you put this in, this will now tell you how much you are actually up or down from the week before. If it's red, you're down. If it's green, you're up. And this will actually also calculate the percent change. Are you up 1%? Are you down 0.5? Okay. And here you have notes where you can put the activity, if you bought, if you sold, whatever, you could put that in there. The reason behind this is, as I said before, if I suddenly have more stocks and I want to see when did I buy them or when did my numbers change, that sort of thing, it's all here. Okay? And that is really all there is to doing the spreadsheet. So we go back to our buy and sell. This is where we enter all of our data. Okay? Symbol, company name, how much we paid, how many we've got, what our commission was, the date we bought it. We have space to put in extra drip shares and extra dividends. Then we can put in a second, if we buy more, we can put in how many and how much, what the fee was, when we bought it, and we're putting in our probable sell fee because, again, these are all expenses that we want to get back. Here we can do the selling. We simply put in the price we sold the shares for and the number we sold, and the calculations take care of everything else for you. These are your profit levels. They can be any number that you want. These just happen to be the numbers I'm kind of partial to. Then you will see all the calculations are done for you. Okay, and there we are. So that's all there is to it. Enter your data in your buy and sell. Every time you want to check, and like I said, I don't care how often you do it. You can do it daily, bi-weekly, monthly. That is all done in your weekly update section, and that is then copied to your account history, and you basically have a history of what happened to your portfolio this year. And there you have it. Good luck, and if you have any questions about investing or stocks or anything like that, again, send me an email. I'm more than happy to talk to you. Thank you.